Yeah, ooh, let me, hey, ooh, hey, I do it. Run that bait up like a track, run that bait up like a track, back in the mic, take that. She got the fat.
What the hell is going on with the Arizona Coyotes? This offseason for them has been a roller coaster, and I think it's finally going to pan out. I think it's going to pan out. Give it a couple years, but it will. Let me give you a brief breakdown of what the hell's been going on. The Coyotes have been around for 21 years, and of those 21 years, they've made the playoff 8 times, and of those 8 times, they've only clinched the Pacific Division once, and only one conference finals appearance, where they ended up losing to Los Angeles Kings, who ended up winning the Stanley Cup for the first time in 50 years. But these past 5 years have not been good to Arizona. They have not had a winning record. They were 3rd worst in the league last year, and they finished 30, 42, and 10. Not great at all. After the 2015-2016 season, they let go of their general manager, John Mahoney, of 8 years, and also a General Manager of the Year award winner. They ended up hiring John Chayka, the youngest GM in NHL history at age 26, and Chayka's made some really bold moves. Very bold moves for such a young gun. His first big move was trading Martin Hanzal to the Minnesota Wild mid-season for 3 draft picks and some random guy named Grayson Downing. And do you really know who Grayson Downing is? That's not the point. That's not the point at all. It was mid-season. He was just killing it in points. He's leading the team in points, and he usually does almost every year. Just to trade him mid-season for draft picks? I don't think that was a smart move. I didn't think that was a great move on their part. It only got worse after the season was done. What I would like to refer to as Hell Week for the Arizona Coyotes began. The director of hockey operations, Gary Drummond, steps down. Mike Smith gets traded to the Flames, which is insanity because at one point he stopped 58 of 60 shots in a game against Columbus, which is absolutely disgusting for a goalie. You should not have to be put in that position where you have to do that. To only let 2 shots through, it's just a testament of how good a goalie he was and how shitty of a team Arizona was. He was traded away for another goalie, Chad Johnson, not Ocho Cinco, Brandon Hickey, and a 2018 draft pick. I don't get it. The next big move was not renewing Shane Doan's contract, the captain since 2003 and the former longest serving captain in the NHL. He's been there for 21 years. He used to be a Winnipeg Jet. That's how long he's been on the team. And just to not renew his contract, they didn't even let him know that they weren't renewing his contract until everybody found out. I think that's a really shitty way to let go a player that's been so loyal to that team for years, and just to treat him like that, absolutely despicable. And the cherry on top, their coach, Dave Tippett, leaves, gone, and now they're left coachless. What good for the Arizona Coyotes at that point? I said that they were fighting not to be the worst team in the league against Vegas, a team who literally got everybody's throwaway picks. I thought Arizona would be the last team in the league behind Vegas at that point. But then John Chayka really made some moves that made me stop and think, holy cow, maybe this guy actually knows what he's doing. First off, he picks up, fucking Christ. Joel Emerson, got it. Picks up John. I had it once. All right, that's enough. Picks up this guy from Chicago for Connor Murphy and Lauren Dustpin or whoever the hell. I think that was a poor trade on Chicago's part. I think this guy is a much better player, and I think he's a great pickup for Arizona, especially defensively. You've seen their defense is slacking. I mean, again, back to the point, Mike Smith had to take 60 shots one night. That's enough to kill a man. That's pretty fucking funny. But I think the trade that really stuck out the most for me was this New York Rangers trade where they get Derek Stepan and Ante Ranta. Fuck these names. Ante Ranta, which was a big confirmation for me because I was a little bit worried about their goaltending. Not to say that, what the fuck's his name? Backup goaltender. I was a little bit worried for their goaltender, but I think Ranta is a great goaltender, and he really hasn't had his moment to shine. Almost like here comes my inner Sharks, kind of like a Martin Jones kind of type situation where he's playing behind a great goalie, such as Henrik Lundqvist, part-time part-time goalie. I think this is going to give him a really good opportunity to shine as a goalie. And all they gave away was Anthony D'Angelo, who they got from the Lightning earlier that year, and the 7th pick of the NHL draft, who ended up being Elias Anderson. So not a bad kid. So an overall decent trade. I think these were 2 great trades to really help the Coyotes get on track. Looking at their draft, they picked up 5 defensemen. So you can really see they're trying to step up their defense. And I think that's a great move for them. I think it's an amazing move for them defensively because, as you see, they have struggled in the past. Wrap everything up, I think it was time for change. After looking at these picks and after seeing it all in fruition and in the light now, I think it was time for change. It was the same thing for 5 years in a row, and Jayka saw that and he wanted to change that, and he did. I mean, getting rid of a captain, that's a bold move, but it's going to send a message that this team really wants to win now. And I think it's a shame, but you got to do what you got to do to win that cup, honestly. They might be a decent team in coming years. I look forward to seeing how they play this season. I don't think you'll see immediate change, but I think you'll see little by little change. They definitely will not be one of the worst teams in the league. They will not be in the lower 10, but then again, the Pacific Division is a hard division, especially with the Oilers getting as good as they are. The Flames are going to get great. Hopefully a video for that soon. The Ducks are always consistently good. I don't get that one. And the Sharks, even though their window is closing, unfortunately, I think the Coyotes have a fighting shot. I really do. So yeah, that's what the hell is going on with the Arizona Coyotes. Some random guy named Grayson Downing, and do you really know who Grayson Downing is?